What's Wow, that's a great way to start a video with gotta clear your throat. Real fun stuff. What's going on, everybody? Maple back here to you, coming at you live with Beer Advent Day number 19. Only 6 days till Christmas. Holy shit. December's going by pretty damn fast. I'm done third semester and now I'm back home in Markham to enjoy a 3-week break, which I am absolutely excited for. It has been a long semester. One more to go, but now I got some time to myself. What's up?
My phone in here?
I don't think so. To drink beer and do nothing. So today, December 19th, from Mob Craft Beer, we have Low Phunk. It's a sour beer, sour ale. This is for the 19th of December. This thing's coming in at 4.2% alcohols by volume. No listed IBUs on the can, I do not think. Pretty cool. Little disco-y sort of era, funky little, vibes off here. Pretty cool stuff. IBU on the website, we're coming in at only 5. Makes sense. It's a sour beer. It's not going to have too many bitterness units. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Let's see what we got. We got a different glass today. GLB, Great Lakes Brewing Company, the Canadian one. A little pop can style glass, and I'm getting messages and dingy dings. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Can fits in a can, right? Here we go. There you go. Perfect. Nice. Alrighty. Looking at this beer here. It is a very pale yellow color. Definitely a lot more yellow on camera, but quite pale. A little bit of haze to it as well. Not too bad. Not much of a head on top either. Excuse me. Let's give it a smell. On the nose, fairly sour nose. High intensity, but a bit of like black and white pepper sort of aromas coming off here. Again, maybe even a little bit of citrusy note of it, but I'm getting more like black and white pepper sort of vibes off it, which I'm totally fine with. I kind of like that. But damn, I don't think there's any fruit or specific fruit in here. I think it's just called a sour ale. I guess we'll get in to see what this has to say afterwards. We got citrusy, a bit of lemony, lemon-limey, and then black and white pepper. I think that's just how I'm perceiving the sourness note, but pretty cool stuff. Let's dive in. Know what? That's actually pretty damn good. It doesn't have it's not a fruited sour, so it doesn't have a specific fruit note to it. But it is, it's got a nice sour kick to it. Not overly sour where it's just going to, smash you in the face kind of thing, which is awesome. But it's got a beautiful flavor. Cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Yeah, nice sourness note. It does remind me a lot of a lemon in the fact that when you bite into it, it tastes exactly like you're biting into a lemon almost. It doesn't have the lemon sweetness that you sometimes get after the sour passes, but just a clean, not overly crisp, but, smooth sour ale. And for me, I'm not a huge fan of sours because some fruited sours are either way too overly sour, and then the fruit note isn't really there and it just seems to be a waste. Sometimes the fruit note is more present and the sourness is a bit lower. But as far as sour beers go, this right here, Low Phunk, really, really damn good. It's just a straight sour beer, no additions of fruits or anything like that. If you want a sour drink, this is going to be your go-to. Damn, that is good. So let's see what the can has to say. Mob Craft Beer, Low Funk Sour Ale. They're out of, I forgot to mention this. They are brewed and canned by Mob Craft Beer Incorporated in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA. Now, one thing I do want to know is look at the pH on the can. It's low funk, but the pH is written the exact same way you would have if you were describing pH of a beer, the acidity or alkalinity of a substance. And that's usually the biggest thing with making sour beers, is that you want a much more acidic beer, a much lower pH. So I kind of like this. So it's a little Easter egg if you're a bit of a beer nerd. Kind of cool stuff. It's got the GABF 2019 Gold for American style sour ales. On the back here we have Low Funk. So many words. Low Funk sour ale conditioned with lactobacillus using a Solera blending method, refreshingly tart with hints of lemon and Belgian esters. Allow your taste buds to boogie down with this funky pleasure. Excuse me, pretty solid description there. Wild and sour program. For the love of beer, drink out of a glass. Enjoy at 45 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't know what that is in Celsius, but maybe we can figure it out. 45 F2C is 750 F2C. 7 to 10 degrees Celsius. So it does seem a little warm, in my opinion, but hey, whatever they want. This is definitely a little colder, but not too much colder. Keep chilled. Love the planet. Please recycle. No kettles were soured during the making of this beer. Government warning: don't drink it dry. Don't drink when you're pregnant. Yada yada. Keep cool. Drink fresh, unpasteurized, live product. Ooh. And this was born on the 24th of August, 2020. Phunk. Yeah. Pretty interesting stuff. Pretty interesting can. I really like that can design. That's a solid stuff. That's a damn good beer. Holy shit. I'm not a big sour guy, but this right here is a damn good sour beer. Over on the website, mobcraftbeer.com. Looks like they do crowdsourced beers and a bunch of other things, but I had to go to the I scrolled down to the bottom of the actual first page and said Recipe Vault, because I don't know if this is being made currently or if they make it every once in a while. But I found in the Recipe Vault. I just typed in low and I found it here. Same exact description as on the can. Recipe scaled down, so you can brew your own 5-gallon batch. Ooh, they do what? That's a that's dead link. But it looks like you may be able to. What? I gotta figure this out. Hold on. Give me a second. They have a note here saying recipe details scaled down so you can brew your own 5-gallon batch. There's nothing here for low funk, but if I go to another one, for example, their 230 AMPA, which seems to be a pale ale, they do have some details on how to brew your own 5-gallon batch of their beer. That is quite unique. They give you the yeast, they give you the malt bill in percents, they give you the hop regime, what hops. It doesn't say how much, but they give you how much IBUs it adds and when to add them. The boil time, a gravity reading of, original gravity and final gravity in degrees Plato, an ABV, and an IBU. That is pretty interesting. That is really cool. Mob Craft Beer, you have given me a great idea. That is awesome. You can scale down their own brews, and they're telling you more or less exactly how. Obviously, there's going to be some. They can't tell you everything, but they give you a lot of information. That is really cool. They do it for a lot of beers. Funny enough that Low Funk does not have a scaled down version, but this is pretty damn cool. for a 5-gallon batch. 5-gallon batch is perfect for anybody who's wanting to do home brewing. That's a very manageable size for most people with even on the cheap end, like myself, for home brewing. Because I just do brew in a bag. I have a 8-gallon kettle kind of thing, and I do all my mashing in, and I do all my boiling there, and then I just have two plastic buckets. One's a fermenter, the other one's a bottling bucket. Easy peasy, simple stuff. And 5 gallons is no problem to do with a setup like that, or even more. I mean, I definitely have the most basic, I guess, kit per se, as far as all grain brewing. But this is going to change the game. This is going to change the game, having their recipe breakdowns for a 5-gallon batch. I'm gonna put this in the chat here, actually. I think that is kind of cool. This is just one example, but to actually get to the site and see what's going on, that is pretty damn cool. Back to the website, or back to the Low Phunk. All they have here is the ABV and IBUs listed, but still a nice stuff. Excuse me. Website looks really good. I'm going to scour this because I'm going to be doing the home brew second week of January. Probably on the 8th or probably on the 9th of January. Do something there, which would be kind of cool. So I'm going to use this website. I might not pull something from there, but at least get ideas of what I want to brew and how I want to brew it. Maybe a different style, maybe something else. Who knows? That is really friggin' cool. Over on Untappd, Low Phunk has been given a 3.59 bottle caps out of 5. That's out of just over 3,400 ratings. I'm really enjoying this beer. Like I said, I don't enjoy sours too often. I think some of them are just a little weird. But this right here, just being a straight up sour ale, nothing fancy about it. That is damn good. Gives you that sour punch, but not being overly tart or overly bitter or like mouth puckering. Sorry. It finishes up clean. Doesn't leave you with that gummy saliva-y thing that sour flavors give you, or at least for me. And it's refreshing. It's damn good, and it's sessionable at 4.2% ABV. You could be sipping a few of these day in and, well, maybe not day in and day out, but you could be sipping on these quite a bit throughout a night, and without getting your palate blasted. And the aromas of here, black and white pepper, mixing in with that bit of lemon lime citrus note, definitely reminds you of a little bit of it has those Belgian-y esters to them. That is fantastic. I really wish it came in a bigger can. I really wish it came in just a little bit bigger of a can. That is really good. That's a summer sipper right there. Well, maybe not a sipper, but that's a perfect summer beer. Oh, excuse me. Gets you a little bloated. Does have a bit of carbonation in here. I am drinking a bit faster. But solid stuff all around. Good Lord. That's fantastic. It's got a nice color to it. It just works out real well. Damn, that's a good beer. Only 3.59 on Untappd though. It's kind of weird. Somebody says about it on Untappd. They say this is quite drinkable. Not so much funk as clean, refreshing citrus overtones, followed by a pleasant tanginess. I don't generally like sours, but this one I might have a second. Ooh, acidity is rather low, so is the aroma. I like it. It's not overly acidic, and it just works out pretty damn well. But yeah, I think tonight's going to be a much shorter stream. Just going to enjoy this one beer. I have beers to review after this, so I don't want to have a second one and then not be, ready for reviewing beers. And it's getting later in the evening, and I still have to reset up my my sort of shooting area behind here. I'll actually show you. So as you can see, that's not in its place over here. My camera's over there, and it's just a little bit of a mess everywhere else. So we'll figure it out. Also, when I'm here, I want to see if I can figure out getting the stream a little bit prettier, because right now I just hit live stream, go live one camera angle or whatever, but I have a second monitor up here with another camera, and I want to see if I can do a little bit of a dual little setup kind of thing, dual screen, and fuck around with that and whatnot. But hey, cheers on the final sip. Let's get right to ratings and wrap this baby up. Hey, damn delicious sour. I wish it came here to Canada more, or at least somebody here in Canada made a sour that was on the same level. Not overly sour, but still refreshing and delicious and not just bleh. This is a top-notch sour in my opinion. This is getting a nice high mark of a solid 8.6 out of 10. This is a fantastic beer. Actually, scratch that 8.6. I really enjoy this beer. It's done well. It's getting like a 9.4. You know what? I'm scratching that 8.6, bumping it up to a 9.4. Fantastic. Haven't come across anything that is comparable to it. And enjoyment and everything. This is right up my alley for sour beers. Low Funk Sour Ale, Mob Craft Beer out of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Go pick yourselves up some if it's available to you. If not, make a trip down to Wisconsin just for this beer when everything's nice and safe and handy and handy dandy kind of thing. But yeah, presentation on it looks great as well. Great can design, good information. Description: ABV, no IBUs, but you do get a not best before, canned on date. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is that at Mobcraft, here this is I'm reading, at Mobcraft we turn ideas into beer. Submit your idea, vote on what's next. So it looks like you can actually go to their website. Let's go back there. Crowdsourced beer. What does that mean? At Mobcraft, we brew crowdsourced beer. Each month, you decide what we brew. You submit your idea, then each month, votes are cast by placing a pre-order for the beer you would like to see brewed. The beer with the most pre-orders wins and then is brewed, packaged, and available for pickup at the brewery. Crowdsourcing beer is a great way to get you exactly what you want to drink, and we all have a great time doing it. If your beer wins, you receive VIP brew day for you and your friends. And when the beer is when the beer is all set, there is a release party and, of course, free pours for the life of the beer. That is a really cool business model. That is a fantastic business model. I don't know if every beer that they do is crowdsourced, but that is an extremely unique business model. I'm stealing a few ideas. Mobcraft, if you are watching, I'd like your ideas, and I'm going to pass that on. That is really fucking cool. All right, presentation gets a solid 8.5 out of 10. And that's going to do it for me. I'm going to go share this information with other people because I'm pretty excited about it. I really like these ideas that Mobcraft is doing. And I want to share it with the world. So yeah, I'm doing that. But yeah, with that said, guys, that's going to do it for me, Maperuski. I will see you again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow's a bit more of a longer stream. Thanks for joining. I'm going to go shoot beer reviews for you guys to check out in the new year. And we'll just keep moving on. So with that said, guys, cheers, everybody. What do I usually say? What? How am I fucking this up right now? Crack a beer and enjoy, guys. Cheers. Jesus Christ.